Andrés viene ahorita, así que yo pensaba...
Esta es tu copia.
Ah, nítido.
La me dio Miguel para...
¿Dónde está el bultito mío allí? Voy a dar por ahí. Vamos a hacer una caminata por ahí. Shaka Joe here. Today is January 29th. We're at the 6th Bellota Con in Badajoz, Spain, and the time here, the local time, is 10:51 a.m. So I hope that I can interview some people. Today is the last day, and a lot of people start packing up by midday. But I hope to pull out some interviews of different designers or war gamers, and obviously with the organizers at the end. I always like to have like a debrief of what's been in a nutshell, the summary of the convention. So we're going to start today with a walk around the table so you can see what's being played at this time in the morning here at the Bellota Con. So let me switch to the frontal camera, and we'll pick up from there, and I'll be able to see your comments here. So this is a view of the pavilion where we are here. Okay. And we'll start walking around the tables very soon. Okay, we have the wide camera here. We got a wider angle. And I've had a lot of fun doing the videos. And everybody says, have you played any games? Well, the answer is no. But for me, the enjoyment comes from bringing the live streams to you and the videos. That's how I think I can contribute better. I mean, if it were a longer convention, I don't know, like a week long, of course I could play a game or two. But I didn't want to miss anything of interest, because obviously you see a lot of things here that are unusual, that are very innovative, and I didn't want to miss anything. So let's start walking. Here we go. Here we see the maps, the huge maps by Andres. And Andres, I think he's on his way. He's one of the persons I want to interview to talk about the maps and the other things he's working on. There we see the booth of Draco-Ideas. Here they got their products. And this is, they're playing here, this is a Warfighter. 2GN, Second World War. Seems like Draco-Ideas, I think they also. And this one's been a lot of fun. This is the Furian Midway by Draco-Ideas. It's been a constant game here. Everybody having a lot of fun. So even though I'm mostly a solo war gamer, this looks like a very enjoyable game. You see people very engaged with this game. There see Antonio's Got the Americans there. You see the aircraft carriers. So let's keep on going here. See other games by Dracuideas being played here. Okay. The Trafalgar editions here. At their games also. This is a tactical commander by Trafalgar editions. Their Norway game. And here is Headquarter Games. Rudo, ¿cómo estamos? Buena. Rudo. You have here, they have their Falcon War game. This is Thatcher's War. But they're playing Assault on Madrid. Asalto a Madrid. Which when I get to Puerto Rico, my copy should be there. See there. And we have our first comment, Miguel, JBR. ¿Qué juego te han despertado más curiosidad? Okay. The one that I've always been awaiting for a while is Al Otro Lado de la Colina, because I think it's unique. I haven't seen a game like that, but there's many games that I'm interested in. But the most, I think it would be that one. And it's always a full table. Here, by Mac Wargames, we have here more, you see more copies of Asalto Madrid by Headquarter Games. And they're playing a game that I did a video on, which is End the Napoleonic Wars. Ooh. The solitaire game by Arben Madison, where you take control of the coalition against Napoleon. It's a very, very nicely done production. So let's see here, we have more games. I don't know what this is. Oh, this is Thief. This is by international team. Philippe Thibault, I think the first day, explained to us about this game. Saigon over there by Nuts Publishing, which is a French company. Over here you have, finishing with Headquarter Games. They have their Second World War in Europe game here. That's been published. And The Mission in Spanish, also by Ben Madison. And here we have Nuts Publishing. They're playing Nineveh.
Yeah, at first you'll be here.
You see there Florent, who's the boss at Nuts Publishing, explaining how to play Nineveh there. Okay. So let's continue over here. Using the wide camera to make sure I can pick everything. You have this war without an enemy. This is by Scott Moores. It's been published, and Scott Moores is helping Nuts Publishing out. Buenos dias. You got 300 and the Rise of Blitzkrieg. This is an upcoming game by Nuts Publishing, which is on the campaign in France. Small game, but it has cards. So this is one that I would be interested in because it's kind of different.
Okay. I spoke to Kieran.
Okay.
He is very happy of your video.
Oh, great.
He loves it.
Okay, thank you, Philippe.
And he has found a publisher in France.
Okay, that's great. We're live again. So Philippe Thibault, he just gave me an update on a game that I'm interested in. I'm doing a video, which is Assault on Gallipoli. That's good news. Thank you, Philippe. Okay. So we have this other game. This one, games that I'm interested. This one too. Small game, Port Arthur. Nuts Publishing. Very nice production. Remember, this is prototype, but you can see where this is going. It's going to be a very nicely produced game here. So, and we arrive at VUCA land here. And you see all their published games. Not in order here, but the latest one is Task Force, which has caught a lot of attention. They've been playing The Chase of the Bismarck, a game designed by Patrick Gebhardt and Jack Green. And you see there the screens. They're trying to find and sink the Bismarck. So this is, and of course, Task Force, which looks very interesting because it has a programmed instruction approach. You get Pearl Harbor, you get all the important carrier battles, plus surface actions, all in one package. And I think the rules don't go beyond 30 pages, and they're easier to digest because it's a program instruction approach. And my voice is a little shut up, this is a bit affected, so I apologize for that, but I've done a lot of talking here. So, Traces of War, that's the Soviet offensive in Ukraine, 1943. That is an upcoming game. So this is VUCA. And then we have here the areas where people play whatever game they want. So let's see here. You got Churchill being played over here. And you can see Churchill. Silver Bayonet's being played here. It's a game designed by Gene Billingsley. This is the really nice edition that came out some years ago. I've never seen this. Oh, Ambon. This is Snafu, #1. And I'm a big fan of the Snafu. I like their philosophy. Small games, very entertaining, lots of options, high quality graphics. You see Niels Johansson, his work all over the place there, which is great. And here they're playing Time of Crisis. It's being played over here. And we have a round table back here. See what they're playing. Oh, this is Dune, okay. Okay, Dune is being played here. And you can see people are starting to leave, you know, because they have to return to their respective homes in Spain. Most of the people come from Spain, but there's people from other places. So let's see what they're playing over here. Salty. Salty ham is harsh on the throat. Well, I was hoping it was gonna make it easier on the throat. And this is Abyss of Lament. This is an upcoming game by Legion Wargames, designed by Serge Betancourt, where you can see there at the end of the table. So battle coming up there. And this it's been very active, playing the battles. It's going to bring 6 battles. Tactical level. But it's the kind of game that I like. It's few pieces on the board, lots of decisions. You keep track of things on tracks outside of the board. And the stacking is minimal or none, which... Yeah. You're welcome, James. My pleasure. So here we go to the Do It Games section. And this is one that I want to interview the designer, and I haven't done so yet, so I hope he doesn't leave early, so see if I can catch him. It's called Statecraft. It's more like a political game. The Changing World. And it's basically a card game. And so this looks interesting and different. So, and then we have over here, Downfall of the Third Reich being played. Downfall of Empires here with Victor Català explaining. We have a full table there. And here we have Hegemony. It's a video that we made with Victor Català explaining that upcoming game by Do It Games. And another Downfall of the Third Reich. Here we move to David Gomez Reyoso's An Impossible War. So he's explaining here. That's another game on the first Carlist War. One of the two games here at the BellotaCon about the first Carlist War. This is a block game and it uses cards. I think it may be card driven, but I'm not sure. But it uses cards, point-to-point block game. And here we have a really interesting game. We have a block game on the Spanish Peninsular War that covers the whole war. And this is by Bélica Third Generation, Paco Ronco.
Hola, otra vez.
Yes, so just showing the rounds around. This one looks really interesting. It's how many players?
For 2 players.
2 players. Okay. 2 players on the entire Peninsular or War of Independence, right? It covers the whole war. Okay. See, I'll see if I can catch you later and I can interview you about it. Let's see. Okay. Have fun, guys. Okay. And they're playing a prototype over there of, this is a prototype of this one definitely I will pick up. This is the assault on University City in Madrid, 1936 by the nationalists. It's a very early stage map. The No Pasarán in the Civil War comes from that battle where basically the populace of Madrid stopped the elite, you can say, legionnaires and Moroccans trying to take over the city. Here we have Al-Andalus. You got Miguel Candelas, the designer here. And Al-Andalus made the cut for the P500. This is a game about intrigue in Andalusia in the 12th century. So it's been described as the Game of Thrones, yes, of the 12th century. So we're going to continue later on. I'm going to take a short break. We're going to have an interview coming up because my interviewee has just arrived. So I'll be right with you guys, okay? Take care, and I'll see you in a jiffy.